What's up, guys? It's your boy Austin Shope here, back with another video. Today we're going to be making our predictions for UFC 319, Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Alright, now there's a couple things that kind of confuse me on this card, and we'll get into that here in a minute. But maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't. If you guys keep up with The Ultimate Fighter, I'm pretty sure the finale, which means like the last two guys to fight for a contract, I think they're fighting for I think they're fighting this weekend actually, and on 319. It hasn't really been like announced on the web yet, but I think that's what it said on The Ultimate Fighter. So if you guys don't watch The Ultimate Fighter, I would suggest you guys do. There's a lot of good fights on there. And if you guys didn't know, Dana White Contender Series came back on last night for the first time and since last year. And yeah, there's going to be some good stuff happening every Tuesday, so you guys should tune into that as well. So you guys know my prediction videos. If I start off with early prelims, then I go into the prelims, and then the main card. For the ones who are new, that's what I do. So we're going to start with the prelims, make our way up, and get into the main card. And yeah, and then at the end of the video, I want you guys to let me know what pick was the most accurate to you guys and what pick was the most like hottest take. So we're going to get right into this. For the first fight on the early prelim card, we got Bryan Battle versus Nursultan Ruziboyev. Now, this is going to be a perfect striker against striker matchup. From what it seems like, I think Bryan Battle is more of a grappler than Nursultan is, but I don't think his grappling is enough to like really cause Ruziboyev any issues. I mean, what I'm basically saying is I think Ruziboyev is a better fighter on the feet. I think he's definitely more experienced than Bryan Battle, considering he has like a lot more fights at the age that they're at right now. I think there's only there's like a 2-year like age gap between them. I think Ruziboyev is the older fighter. I don't know. This is it's gonna be a good fight, I will say that, but I have a feeling that Ruziboyev is gonna come out with the win on this one. I just think he's the more experienced fighter in this fight. He's also fought more high-level guys than Bryan Battle. I feel like his resume is a lot better in the UFC. So I'm going to go with Nursultan Ruziboyev on this one. And I would suggest you guys, I'm not telling y'all to pick him, but like I said, if you guys do sports betting, I'm pretty sure Ruziboyev is the underdog. So I would just go ahead and bet on him, put him on that parlay. And if you guys don't know my boy, Inside the Cage Picks, he just started a YouTube channel. He strictly does shorts, but I'm telling you, he has the best picks on YouTube. So if you guys like to make a lot of bets on fights, I'm telling you, subscribe to Inside the Cage Picks. He makes the best picks, he doesn't miss, and he will win you a lot of money, I promise. But we're going to get right back into these picks. I just wanted to shout out my boy, Inside the Cage Picks. Let's get it. Alright, next fight is Edson Barboza versus Dricard Close. Now, this one's like a toss-up for me. I don't really know who to choose, because both these guys are like pretty good fighters, You got Edson Barboza. He's like a really talented stand-up kickboxer type of guy. Dricard Close is, I think he's a good pressure fighter, but he has some good fights on his resume. I know he lost to Beneil a while back, but honestly, dude, if they were to run that back, I think Close could get that win. I don't know. But I will say, I don't know. This is a hard one for me. I could kind of see it going to either one of these guys. But for the video, I'm gonna say I have Edson Barboza to beat Dricard Close. but my pick might change. I don't know. This one's really a toss-up for me. So let me know what you guys think about this fight. Who do you guys got? Because the only reason why I'm saying that is like, okay, Edson Barbosa is still a good fighter, but he's 39 years old. He's almost 40. And Close is 37, but like, I think he's the better. He looks like he's in better shape, and he looks like, I don't know. It just looks like age is really getting to Barbosa. So that could sound stupid, but I mean, hey, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about that. All right, next fight, we got Chase Hooper versus Alexander Hernandez. Now, I think this is probably the toughest fight for Chase Hooper right now. If we're talking about like a seasoned vet, you know what I'm saying? Alexander Hernandez, he's been in the game for a while. He's 16-8. You know, he has a lot of fights in his resume. But dude, I mean, if these guys would have fought like maybe 2-3 years ago, you know, Hernandez might have a chance. So, but we're talking about, you know, Chase Hooper. He's not like the best striker. He's not like the best like kickboxer or anything. Like his kickboxing's like he relies on his grappling a lot. Okay, let's just say that he relies on his grappling a crap ton. He's a really good grappler. He knows his jiu-jitsu. But his game, like his striking and his kickboxing, this is everything else that doesn't have to do with jiu-jitsu. It's getting a lot better. So, like I said, if you would have asked me, or if these guys would have had fought in like a few years back, I probably would have went with Alexander Hernandez. But now that he's a little bit older, he's only 32, which isn't really bad. I don't know. I think Chase Hooper's just the younger and hungrier like guy, I guess. I don't know. And his last performance wasn't too bad either. So I think I got Chase Hooper winning this fight. He's probably gonna go out there and submit him within, let's say within 2 rounds, I would say. And yeah, so definitely throw him on your parlay if you guys are sports betting. I probably will. I mean, shoot, he's definitely a promising winner, I guess. I don't know. He's the guy that I would choose in my parlay. Chase Hooper's a pretty good fighter, so. All right, next fight, we got Jessica Andrade versus Lupi Gomez. Now, Jessica Andrade, right? She used to be a champion, a former champion, whatever. Lupi Gomez is 13-5. Jessica Andrade is like 20-some and 14 or whatever. I don't know. She has more fights on her resume. But I was looking at both their records, right? Lupi Gomez hasn't really like finished anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always out to a decision. And Jessica Andrade has a lot of like knockouts. Some of them were in the first round. So I'm just putting like 2 and 2 together with this. I'm going with Jessica Andrade by finish. She's gonna finish Lupi Gomez. I think I don't think she'll be able to stretch it out to a decision. I feel like the only way for her to beat Andrade is to finish her, and I don't think she has that finishing potential. So I'm going to go with Jessica Andrade to knock out or submit Lupi Gomez. Either one, I just don't think it's going to be a decision. So let me know what you guys think about that. All right, next fight, we got Gerald Meerschaert versus Mikhail Olenjacek. Now, Gerald Meerschaert's like a really good grappler. You know what I'm saying? That's his background. That's what he's known for. He's known for his like really good like submissions and stuff. But I think he's on his way out of the UFC, like entering towards retirement. And Mikhail is just now finding himself in the UFC after, you know, fighting for a few years or whatever. That's what I'm thinking right now. I think Mikhail Olenjacek's going to go out there, probably get that TKO finish, and then start really progressing from that point. I don't think I think Joel Mershart gets finished a lot, dude. I don't really think he's that good. I mean, he has, like, some good wins, I guess, just strictly based from his submissions, but I don't know. I think Owen Jacek's going to go out there and knock him out, or TKO him. He's going to finish Mershart, so that's what I got in my head right now, and I can't see it going any other way. So that's my pick for this fight. All right, next fight, we got King Green versus Diego Ferreira. Now, I'm going to go with King Green on this one. I feel like a lot of people are overlooking him because he's, like, lost really bad and he's gotten finished pretty bad his past couple fights. But to be fair, bro, he's only been fighting, like, straight killers. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Diego Ferreira's not a slouch either. I just feel like he's literally 40 years old. I know Bobby Green's not too far behind him. He's 38, but I think Bobby Green's been fighting the more experienced guys recently, and I think this is somewhat of like a break for him. So I don't really know about this pick. It's kind of confusing to me. My gut's telling me Bobby Green, so I'm going to go with him. Let me know what you guys think about this pick. I think this fight's kind of weird, so I don't know. All right, next fight, we got Tim Elliott versus Kai Asakura. I believe my pick, I got Kai Asakura to beat Tim Elliott probably within 2 rounds. He's going to go out there and knock him out. Kai Asakura, he showed, like, good stuff against Pantoja, but I think we all know this. Kai Asakura is very weak in the grappling department. So I think if he can keep it standing, I don't know how good Tim Elliott's grappling is, but if he can keep it standing, I got Kai Asakura to finish him within 2. So that's my pick for this fight. Plus, Tim Elliott's like 38 years old. That's getting up there in age in the flyweight division. I know a lot of guys don't really last past 40 in flyweight, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this pick. All right, next fight, we got Jacob Kilburn versus Michael Venom Page. This is what's really confusing to me, all right? I thought this dude was supposed to fight Jared Cannonier. I have not found a source saying that he's pulled out of the fight. I don't know. I got MVP winning either way, whoever he fights, but am I missing something? Did Jared Cannonier pull out the fight? Like, or is freaking Google or whatever sources, are they tweaking right now? Like, who is this freaking Jacob Kilburn guy? Like, dude's like 40 years old and he has like the most like mid record ever. Like, it's not really mid, it's a winning record, but like, who the freak is this guy? Like, I don't know. I got MVP winning either way by finish. I think he could finish either freaking Jared Cannonier or whoever this guy is. So just with his style alone, it causes an issue for any fighter. I feel like it doesn't matter what their rank is. If they're gonna be fighting MVP, they're gonna have a hard fight. So he's just one of those guys. Yeah. So I got MVP winning this fight. All right, next fight, we got Jeff Neal versus Carlos Prates. All right, I'm gonna say this real quick. Carlos Prates is freaking good, bro. He's good, okay? He came in there short notice. I think he was short notice. No, wait, maybe that might have been Ian Gary. I don't know. Either way, dude, freaking Carlos Prates almost finished Ian Gary, like, last seconds of that fight. And he's definitely probably gotten a lot better since that fight. And Jeff Neal, like, this dude can bang, bro. Like, he can freaking go in there and just freaking throw hands with him. But, like, I just think Carlos Prates is that dude, bro. I think he's gonna go out there and probably TKO Jeff Neal. Let's just be honest. This guy has heavy hands. Both these guys do, but I think Carlos Prates is the quicker, more experienced guy when it comes to stand up. I don't know. We've definitely I feel like a lot of people have already had respect for Carlos Prates, but whenever he freaking almost put Ian Gary out in that last round, dude, I was like on my feet. Like, I'm a real big fan of Carlos Prates. I'm a real big fan of Ian Gary too, but like, let's just face it, dude, Carlos Prates is freaking good. So I got Carlos Prates for him to TKO Jeff Neal. I don't think he'll get finished, like KO'd, but I definitely think it'll be a stoppage. So I got Carlos Prates winning. Definitely put him on your parlay. I feel like he's one of the safer bets. All right, second to last fight. We got Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. All right, Aaron Pico, you guys didn't know, he was like a Bellator fighter. He has a lot of finishes in Bellator or whatever. He was supposed to fight Movsar Evloev, all right? I don't know what happened with that, whatever. So Lerone Murphy comes in and steps in to fight Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico's 13-4. Lerone Murphy's 16-0 with one no contest. I'm gonna go with Aaron Pico on this one. Yeah, I'm going with Aaron Pico. And before you guys start like bashing me, I know, freaking Patchy Mix had a sucky ass performance. Pitbull didn't look too good against Yair, but he came back and beat Dan Ige. Listen, okay, I get it. You guys, some of you guys are worried that Aaron Pico might not be that good, but I'm gonna just be honest. I thought Patchy Mix was gonna be that guy that was gonna be the best one that come out of all three of them. But if we're putting this into account, I believe with bantamweight, or no, that was bantamweight. With bantamweight, dude, they're just like, that's just like that weight class, dude. You know, it's like everybody's gonna be really good within that top 15. And I know he fought Mario Batista, and we've been shitting on him recently because of the way he's been winning fights. But he did what he had to do against Patchy Mix. So I'm not going to sit there and hate on him for that. But back to Aaron Pico. I think Aaron Pico might be the one guy that can actually probably keep up with these UFC guys. I've seen his highlights. He has really good boxing. But the only reason why the biggest main reason why I am picking Aaron Pico to win this fight is because Lerone Murphy is coming in. Yeah, it's short notice. It's not that short of a notice, but I mean, he's getting 3 weeks to train for this fight, opposed to like, 12 weeks or 8 weeks for like a regular training camp or something. Yeah, I definitely think that's gonna take a toll on Lerone Murphy. He's a good fighter. He's a good stand-up guy, but so is Aaron Pico, and he's also a really good wrestler. You know, I don't know. And also, if you guys were sports betting, Aaron Pico is the underdog. So he's not the favorite. Probably because it's his UFC debut and he's going up against Lerone Murphy, who's undefeated. But like I said, Lerone Murphy is coming in on short notice. So I'm going to go with Aaron Pico to win this fight. He'll probably win by a decision, if I had to guess. So let me know what you guys think about this pick, considering that I just mentioned about the whole 3-week notice thing or whatever. Maybe you guys didn't know about it, but yeah. Let's get on to this main event. Alright, main event time. We got Dricus du Plessis versus Khamzat Chimaev. Okay. Now, before I make my pick, let me just explain why and why I think I think this guy's gonna win. Okay. Khamzat Chimaev. Okay. If we go back and look at his previous fights, he he hasn't really fought in, like, a true middleweight. Now, before you guys say some things, I'm just gonna beat you to it, and I will explain everything. Yeah, he's beaten Kevin Holland, who's fought in both weight classes, can do good in either weight classes, whatever. He's beaten Kamaru Usman at middleweight, but that was short notice. Kamaru Usman almost beat him. If it was a 5-round fight, I think it could have gone a different way. I feel like his only impressive win that really was like, oh shit, this guy's like good, is the Robert Whittaker fight. Which still, Robert Whittaker at one point did fight at 170, and he's not the biggest middleweight. Am I taking anything away from him? No, I'm not. I think Robert Whittaker's a good fighter. I mean, we've seen his performances against freaking Paulo Costa. He did good against RDR, which I think he should have won that fight. Yeah, I don't know. I just think Dricus is a freaking huge middleweight. I think he could fight at light heavyweight and be good, I feel like. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I just think this guy is, I don't want to say too big for Khamzat, but I think his size will definitely cause an issue for Khamzat. I think his pressure will cause an issue for Khamzat. And I think a lot of people just think that Khamzat's gonna go out there and ragdoll DDP, but dude, DDP always, like, ever since, like, you know, he's gotten the UFC, he's always found out a way to come out with the win. Even if he's doing bad early in the fight. Now, I will say, the only way I see Khamzat winning is if he goes out there and submits him. I don't think he can knock DDP out. So, if he can hold him, if he can take him down and keep him down, then Khamzat's winning all day. But if Khamzat takes him down and can't control him, he's gonna have a long night with DDP. And also, I don't think Khamzat's gas tank will show in this fight. Now, I could be completely wrong. He could have been grinding ever since that freaking Kamaru Usman fight. But I don't know, dude. I think DDP, like, let's say this, okay. I think Khamzat beats Izzy if Izzy was still champ. I think Khamzat beats Sean Strickland if he was still champ. It's just by styles, dude. I'm not saying that Sean Strickland's better than DDP, or I'm not saying that DDP is the best. It's MMA. It doesn't make, like, fights, like, there's no MMA math. You know what I'm saying? It's not, oh, DDP beat this guy, so I think he'll do this to him. I'm not saying that. I think DDP's style will cause an issue to Khamzat because DDP knows how to grapple too. I'm not saying, like, he's a freaking amazing wrestler, he's an amazing grappler, but I mean, I feel like he has enough defense to maybe defend a couple of Khamzat's shots, but I don't think Khamzat, I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens, but I'm going with DDP on this fight. I think he'll win by a decision. I think it'll be a close decision, but I think DDP is going to come out with the win, and yeah. So, let me know what you guys think about all these picks. I'm going to put my boy's YouTube channel in the description, so go subscribe to him, Inside the Cage Picks, don't forget. Yeah, dude, this is going to be a really good fight, pay-per-view in general. Now, we won't be saying that in January because all the fights will be free. So, if you guys don't have Paramount Plus, I would consider getting it before the end of the year, just so we can, just so you guys can start watching it, and we don't have to use, or you guys don't have to use those streaming sites anymore, because I don't do that. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed UFC 319 this weekend in Chicago. If you don't know, now you know. But drop a comment on what pick you guys thought was the most accurate. Like this video, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.